Hello, my name is Julie Morris and I'm the director of the College Assessment and Review Team, also known as CART. I represent a vast group of faculty and staff who lead student learning assessment here at GCC. I want to take a quick moment to thank our Assistant Director Pam Nelson, our assessment developers Karen Bird and Kristen Pample, our CART members, our department assessment coordinators, our student affairs work group, and all of you who support the work of our assessment program. We have a slogan here at GCC, get your assessing gear. I'm wearing my t-shirt. I got a bunch of them in my office. You're interested? Come see me. Now, what does GEAR stand for? Well, hopefully some of you know and more of you will learn. It stands for goal, engagement, academics, and resume. Students come to us with a goal. They want a certificate or a degree. They want to transfer to a university or they want career advancement. They learn through engagement in our student affairs support activities and programs or through their academic courses and programs. And if we all do our jobs well, students can showcase their marketable and life skills they've learned that employers and universities and even graduate programs want in a successful candidate. Now, recently, I've been asked, why is assessment important? And I realized that not everyone may know the answer. So I want to step back from the logistics and the forms and address this critical question. Assessment is important because it provides a toolkit to improve student learning and success. So make sure you read my post in the CTLE blog or look at the Gaucho assessment site for more information. So answer this question for me. What is the one thing that if your students knew it or understood it or could do it would have the greatest impact on their success and maybe make your life a little bit easier too? Hopefully some of you had something immediately pop into your heads and maybe the rest of you can get something that will come relatively quickly. Once you have that thing in mind, you're going to answer these next 3 questions. Is this thing within your or your department's control? If yes, well, move on. If not, give it to that department and see if they can do it. Is this thing something you can change through an intervention? Is it realistic to implement given your available time and resources? If the answer to all 3 of these questions is yes, I would ask, how can you not do that thing? Now, if you don't know how, we'll come to assessment, we'll help. We're very connected, but not like in a mob sort of way. Well, I guess unless it gets you to do assessment, then sure. Now you might be thinking, but is an assessment about reports and stuff? Well, it is, but more importantly, we are about improving student success. We will come to some of you and say, for that one thing, we want you to do it in your course, in your program, in your activity, or we want you to do it in the space of institutional learning outcome assessment. But although we might ask you for a report or for the data, that's just so we can document and share the work of our community with our community. But not everybody has to file a report. So we want all of you, no matter your role here at GCC, to be regularly asking yourselves, what is that one thing that you can do? Because we are all here to see students succeed. Now, some of you may still be a little unsure about all of this, but because assessment assesses assessment, we need your help right now. Using the QR code on the screen or the link that you see, we want to answer this very short survey. As led by the College Assessment and Review Team, GCC's assessment program improves student success at GCC generally and in my work specifically. So don't overthink it. Just go in, 30 seconds, answer it, be honest, because we can't move forward if we don't know where we are. Now, the faster you answer these questions, the less reminders you're going to get from me, and that's always a big plus. Now, if you still need some convincing about the power of assessment for good and not evil, then I want to share with you today something we've added to our Gaucho site. If you go to our Gaucho site using the link you see on the screen, or if you go to our employee intranet under quick links, you could get to Gaucho, you're going to see a button at the top that says Metric Tracker. In this metric tracker, you can review all the different ways in which we as a community are fulfilling our assessment strategic commitments of knowledge, equity, and action. And the data are incredible. But enough about all of that. Let's get to the fun part. The really fun part. The rest of it I know was fun too. Now we've added a new award category this year, the Rising Star Department. This award recognizes a department that has begun a new collaborative journey into how they can use assessment to change the student experience. The department we are honoring today with this award came together just last year to find and improve their one thing, which also happens to be one of our institutional learning outcomes. So a Rising Star Department is performing arts under the leadership of our coordinator, Teresa Houlihan, and chair, Don Smith. This year, the Stellar Department Award goes to a department that has had the most consistent record of exemplary assessment at GCC. They were doing Common Course assessment before most of us even knew what it was. Our Department of the Year goes to chemistry. And in a very special Rockstar recognition, we honor the Chemistry Department's Department Assessment Coordinator for her 14 years of leadership. And yes, I did say 14 years. For those of you who remember SPOL, this coordinator had to deal with all of that. We congratulate Kim Smith and wish her happy as she retires, but luckily just from her role as a coordinator. So it's Tuesday, and you should all know what that means. It's Tuesday Tidbit Day. Keep an eye out for the assessment email update, and as always, be sure to get your assessing gear and have a great semester.